Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Have we figured out how to explain deja vu? How do chameleons do that thing they do? Do you really need to wash your blue jeans? Yeah, you do, but how often? Hey, my name's Mike Simpson. I've got a podcast about curiosities. It's called I've Got Questions. We go through my list of random stuff and yours. Please participate. Send me your questions. I'll find someone to answer them. We've talked about our true crime obsession, how grocery stores are tricking us, super secret flight attendant stuff. I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on Odyssey or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. On Monday, a woman named Naveen uploaded a video on TikTok that shows Ben Affleck sliding into her DMs after she unmatched him on the ultra-exclusive dating app Raya because she didn't believe that it was really him.
I've heard of this app where I've talked to some people that are in a lot better place financially, and they're just like, oh yeah, there's this app. It's a dating app for rich people, basically.
Yeah.
Or notable celebrities or athletes. So that way you're just dealing with people that want you for your money, which is nice. At least you can just kind of go straight to that.
Yeah. Oh, good for that.
Fame or money.
Yeah.
It's just called gold diggers.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that. And, Naveen definitely, she looks like she's ready for the role. Here's audio of Ben asking her why she unmatched him.
Naveen, why did you unmatch me? It's me.
Whoa. It's me.
That's
me.
why. Batman. He should have said that. It's Batman. Don't you want to be my Batgirl? Right?
Yeah. Boy, the whole
He's
thing.
He's thirsty for her.
Yeah, the whole thing feels really creepy. Look, he's had some work done, so Ben looks younger than he is, and she looks very much like, she looks like she's in her 20s. I know it's hard for me to tell from the video I'm seeing, but
I'd say 20s, mid-20s, maybe. And it's tough to tell with makeup.
And he's in his 50s.
Yeah, I don't think that's 48. The issue, though. I don't think
he's 48, Ben Affleck?
I like how Danny knew that just right away.
I checked it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you just memorized it.
Yeah, he hasn't memorized. Don't let him fool you. Also true.
Yeah.
Well, in her sense, she's probably like, there's no way that Ben Affleck. There's rich people. There's probably some notable people on there that she's like, that's cool. But I wouldn't think Ben's like an A-lister, wouldn't you say? In the world of celebrity in Hollywood, I would imagine there's a lot of B-listers and probably not many A-listers. I don't know. I'm not picturing Leonardo DiCaprio hanging out on this dating app. So you're this ain't Ben Affleck.
Yeah, it is interesting. Like you said, you know the app, and
I know of the app. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you qualify for the app. You know of it. Yeah. I think in order to be part of it, don't you have to have a little dough? Don't they check if you're a dude? Would they check your bank account? Otherwise, what are you going to be on there for, right? If it's what you said it is, it's Gold Digger Central.
Yeah. How does that even work? How do they, I'm not going to do you have to hand over your financial information to prove to them that you're rich?
Yeah, because I feel like, what's the point if you go on there and someone's like,
"Whoa, this is fancy." First off, it costs money, about $8 a month, and users must be referred by an existing member, and then their application is voted on by a membership committee.
Oh, and I bet part of that application is how much do you make?
It's gotta be.
Yeah, at least if you're if you're a dude, I think it's got to be about how much you make. If this is what you're saying it is, which is like, people going looking for a sugar daddy.
Well, then what happened? Like, so do we have to hit up like, hey, Ben Affleck, can you refer us to this? Like, is it like that with the Clubhouse?
Yeah, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to ask Ben Affleck to let you in, Steve. That's the only way to get in there.
Right, let me tweet him. Ben, get me on this weird app.
Ben.
Can you hook me up on Gold Diggers?
I don't think it's Gold Diggers because I feel like the girls have to get on the app, you have to have money too. So it's just rich people with rich people.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
People,
So this is just this is basically like $1 Million Matchmaker.
Yeah. Basically, it's like
okay.
we are the rich and the famous of the society. Let's put us all together.
And they're saying it's all speculation according to this article, but apparently Channing Tatum, Amy Schumer, Ben Affleck, Demi Lovato, Niall Horan from One Direction.
Oh yeah,
Raven Simone, Elijah Wood. They've all used it before.
Really? These guys need to go on that app in order to get dates.
Or where else are they going to get dates?
I don't know. You feel like that there would be...
Go to the grocery store as Ben Affleck and start flirting with people?
Well, you feel like there would be a really super professional dating service. Like
this one.
Raya.
Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess maybe this is it. I just would feel like it would be something a little bit more like exclusive. Because I watch TV shows. What was that girl, Patty? She would basically just get rich people and find dates for them.
Is that Millionaire Matchmaker?
Yeah.
We watch that show from time to time.
Yeah, so they had her, and then there's another show that's on where it's but one of the person's got no money, and the other person does. And there's a woman from Seattle's got a lot of dough, and she's dating some 20-year-old dude. It's usually, and so it's
I don't know that one.
It's a bunch of old. My wife has me watch it. I forget what it's called. And it's it's men and women who got a lot of dough, and then usually their partners are younger and don't have a lot of dough.
Gotcha.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Sugar Daddy Mommy.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
The name of the show.
All right. Well, yeah. I think Bill Gates will soon be on Raya then, right?
I slid into his DMs. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Bill, what's up?
I mean, look, you're Ben Affleck, but you don't got Bill Gates money. I think Bill Gates, boom, right off the bat, he's on Raya. He's in. I mean, he's got like everybody saying yes.
How many people were tweeting at Melinda Gates? I saw so many people, of course, joking. Well, maybe not, but like people like, "Hey, how you doing, Melinda?" And I'm like, "Oh man, zero chill."
Were they really?
Oh, not like anyone, like just randos on
hey,
social
what's
media.
Up?
Yeah, because they both put their divorce announcement on Twitter, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah. I had somebody. I'm not going to say anything more, but somebody said there's a lot more to this that might come out in the news. And that's all I'm going to say right now because the source is kind of an idiot. But at the same time,
I appreciate you confiding and keeping my privacy, BJ.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, but I guess there's I don't know. I guess there might have been some activity. I don't know that it wasn't cool. So we'll see. That's all I'm going to say.
Huh? Do you think there's like some crazy like love triangle with Gates and Bezos and?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Okay, now that would. That's a hell of a story right there.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, it seems crazy. After 27 years, they're just like, we're done.
Yeah.
But if there was like an affair, sure.
They had a private life. That's the thing about a lot of folks that have a lot of money and have incredible privacy. You just wonder how long that marriage was kind of done anyway. I always suspect that when a long-term marriage ends, like how long has this been going on that they were like, yeah, we're officially done. But now maybe they just want to be more public about the fact that they're officially done. Because 27 years is a long time. It seems weird that you can't figure it out. You figure after 20 years, you've got it figured out.
You would imagine you'd have it dialed in.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I have a feeling that or either that, one of them just went off the deep end. Like very like you're like, whoa, what just happened?
Like,
I mean, I guess that could be a
midlife crisis. You think?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's like I said again. I got this semi-insider information that stuff may come out, but again, I mean, I don't trust the source, so I'm going to say probably nothing will come out because this person's an idiot. And I mean that spiritually. But yeah, I mean, somehow,
and they had no prenup or anything like that. So I guess like they're like,
oh really?
Yeah.
Well, they say they're going to run the foundation together too. So if you're
until one of them starts dating someone else, and then things get awkward.
Yeah,
you don't think?
Well, I was just wondering if Bill will play the card like, look, I could give you money or we could give it to the foundation. You know what I'm saying? So what do I got to give you any money for? Let's help out the children.
I like my favorite comments. Like, she gets the house, but he gets to keep the windows.
Oh.
That's so dumb.
I love
actually
all the
like
comments.
that. That's actually very good. I had never heard that. That's good.
Maybe like their kids are now all of like adult age because they have a 21, 25, and an 18-year-old. Maybe we're like, hey, we're going to stick this out until they're the youngest is 18, and they maybe like found a job so they could provide for themselves.
That seems to vibe, yeah.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that could be the thing too. But
because I'm sure it would have been a struggle for them to have to raise these children not together.
You're right. That is a very good point. Yeah, boy. So, that's what a consolation prize right there, isn't it?
The statement said we no longer believe we can grow together as a couple in this next phase of our lives.
Yeah.
And they're in their 60s, aren't they? I think he is anyway.
He is 65, but she's 56.
Oh, I didn't realize that she was as young as she was. Mm-hmm. I for some reason, I thought they were the same age, not based on looks, just based on the fact that they were contemporaries.
See, we'll know if it's Bill if he comes out with a new hover car, rocking a new mullet, and is trolling around to, Bainbridge or wherever the hell he is, looking for chicks.
Yeah, his new phase is Corvettes and whores.
Yeah, Corvettes and whores.
She wasn't jiving with it.
Yeah,
I kind of hope so.
Well, all right then. So, 56-year-old Melinda Gates available. Go to Raya. See what's up.
You try that, BJ.
Well, I mean, I'm taken, but somebody else could go try to get Melinda on Raya. Why not?
Yeah.
What the heck? I mean, you're set for life. Dude, this show that I watch with this, this woman and this young dude, I mean, people are like into whatever. They just like the fact that someone's going to take care of them. They don't care if they're 20, 30 years older. So, Danny, take a shot.
All right.
There you go.
Hey, Melinda.
What if Danny did start, all of a sudden he's like, guys, things got weird over the weekend. Ended up hooking up with Melinda.
Got myself a sugar mama.
Now we're getting married, and I'm out.
I'm ordained. But real quick.
All of these are selling points.
Well,
I use a Surface laptop, so, I don't know. That's got to mean something.
Right?
Oh, yeah, right there and then. You're in. I don't think she's probably going to want the reminder, though, because that's going to remind her of her old relationship.
Crap. My wife has a MacBook.
I was going to say, she jumps ship and just goes all Apple.
I'll throw this mother effer out the window if I have to.
Oh, that's what she needs to do. She needs to start messing around with, I was going to say with Justin Long, but didn't he switch to Windows recently? Yeah. How great would that have been if she just started having action with the guy that was the Apple guy?
Or if she just starts doing endorsement deals. Hi.
Oh,
I'm Melinda Gates.
Oh,
I love Apple.
Man, if I'm Apple, I'm calling her right now.
Oh, so it says here's your, I didn't think that. Shoot your shot, Joey D.
Yeah.
Joey D's. All right.
Joey D's.
He's the one single guy on the show.
That's right. It's not that much of an age difference. I think 25 years is all it is.
Just tweet at her, say, hey, if you give me your cell phone number, I'll text you. Like that last time. That was the pickup line.
Yeah, that totally worked.
Well, it'll work with her. What?
I mean, if my kid was dating Melinda Gates, that would be nuts.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah, it really would. I mean, I would quit the job. At this point, I'd be like, I'm out.
Why would you quit the job?
Well, my kid's going to take care of me if he's getting taken care of.
Oh, you got hopes and dreams on that one.
Here we go. The in-laws causing problems.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make sure I get what a part of that gravy train. That's right. Lovely. All right, well, here's a question for you. What do you think was picked as the best sitcom of all time? Oh, yeah. We'll probably have arguments over this one.
Oh, yes.
I'll tell you at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load, terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You find yourselves trying to get your Craig Mack on and put some brand new flavor in your ear? Well, funny you should mention that because we have a brand new show that you should check out. It is called Pod Sauce. It is your podcast discovery show.
Everyone's always looking for a podcast recommendation. We got lots of them for you, from true crime to pop culture. and you can join us each week as we dish on all of our favorite podcasts out there. So make sure you download the Odyssey app and search Pod Sauce, or head on over to podsauce.com.
We got you covered, guys.
We all remember that one professor, the one everyone on campus had to take no matter what subject they taught because how much fun their class was. What if we told you there was a streaming service that had all those professors? One Day University has every must-have professor from the best colleges all across the country. One Day University, the most fun talks from the most fun professors. Available live and on demand. No homework, just the most fun you'll have while learning. Get a special offer at ondayu.com/Odyssey.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Rolling Stone has put out a list of the best sitcoms of all time. Now, what they did is they actually defined what a sitcom was. So they said sketch shows like SNL, not sitcoms.
That's fair.
Hour-long comedy dramas like Freaks and Geeks, not sitcoms, or Freaks and Greeks. And they're saying even some shorter shows like The Wonder Years was cut for being too dramatic. So you got to be a comedy. You've got to really be a situation comedy. And what they considered was both how funny the show was and also how much they influence other shows. And they came up with a top 20.
60 Minutes.
60 Minutes, the winner right there.
No.
Sorry, buddy. Didn't get in there.
A texter adds one. I think a lot of us are probably thinking, well, everyone but Vicky and Danny. They said if Seinfeld's not in the top 5, this list is garbage. Almost everything that happens has a reference to a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah, it is in the top 5. Seinfeld got number 3.
Number 3? Whoa.
Yeah, I am better.
Please tell me Friends is not ahead of that.
Oh, no, Friends is not ahead of that. Matter of fact, did Friends make the top 20? I'm not seeing it. No.
I'm wondering if there's just too much drama involved with the comedy and stuff, so they don't count it.
Or it just was in like the top 100, but just didn't crack the top 20.
That too, but I feel like that's... No, I'm not just saying it for me. I feel like that's kind of hard to believe.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, not in
Number
there.
1.
Dang it.
Look, Friends is a good show, but I really don't think it's in the top 20 best situation comedies of all time. You're talking all time?
Situation comedy?
Yeah, basically sitcoms. I mean, Friends is a good sitcom, but I think a lot of people like me thought it was a knockoff of Seinfeld.
Well, that's how things go. Like you get something and you kind of spin off of that so you can create more stuff that people want.
Yeah, I'm not knocking it I'm not knocking it for that. I'm just saying, was it greater than Seinfeld? I would say no. That's the thing. I mean, it was a good show, and definitely you love it, Vicky. It probably deserves to be in the top 50. I'll put the Friends in the top 50.
Yeah, I can't tell because it's like one of those like the top 100. It's like it's a super like long page of stuff. So I'm trying to like look through it to see if Friends cracked the top 50 out.
Friends has got to be in the top 100. That's for sure.
I just think it's too dramatic to be situational comedy.
I don't remember anything dramatic from that show.
We were on a break. You know the whole scene when
that
she
was
finds
a comedy though.
No, when she finds out that he cheated on her. Oh my God.
Friends did make the list. 38.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Top 50. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you think I don't know if Vicky saw the Wonder Years, but I think Friends still had probably 70% comedy. At least in those, because all I remember is Friends being a comedy. So I can't imagine there was so much drama they would kick that off the list. But
this is Vicky talking. I mean, it was a stupid comedy. That's just
there we go.
I don't see Seinfeld on all the T-shirts that all the young people are wearing. It hasn't come back like Friends has.
Boom.
Wow. Okay.
Friends is legit come back in a weird way.
I take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to any store, you're going to find all the Friends merchandise.
Wow. It's happening.
Yeah,
already.
Okay. I mean, I don't remember much. And I've seen a lot of episodes of Friends. I don't remember a lot of dramatic moments. Like, I don't think Joey and Chandler are really giving us any kind of like real heartfelt performances on that show.
Yeah, they did. Like when Joey found out that Chandler hooked up with his ex-girlfriend.
I'm sorry.
And he had to sit in the box.
And then he said, "How you doing?"
Yeah. Well, that eventually happens, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Don't get me on the Friends lore, because no one will win this.
So number 1 is Trailer Park Boys, is what you're saying, right?
You know something? Actually, Trailer Park Boys, I'm very, very surprised it's not in there. Because that is a very well done show, but maybe it's not as well. I mean, look, if you're going to call The Office a sitcom and things of that nature, which by the way, The Office didn't make the top 20, which I'm kind of surprised. And there's another show they put ahead of The Office. I guess I'm going to have to agree with it. That people think that Parks and Rec was a better show than The Office for a sitcom. That came in at number 9, Parks and Recreation.
Wow.
I agree with that one because I've never seen The Office, and Parks and Rec is fantastic.
Office ended up at number 23.
Yeah, you and Vicky are arguing some great places here, Danny. Listen. I mean, I haven't seen as much Parks and Rec as I have seen The Office, so I'm not going to be Vicky or Danny on this one. I will say that a lot of people think that Parks and Rec is a great show.
And BJ, you'd be happy to hear that also The Office, the UK version, made it at number 30.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And where did the American version come in?
23.
23. Oh, the UK version is great. Yeah, isn't it? Hello.
A texter brought up a good one, and I agree. Where did Small Wonder make it on this list?
I'm not
in
finding
the trash.
it, buddy.
In the trash. Okay,
Trash.
that's fair.
I don't think you guys are ever going to guess number 1 because you don't think that this is a situation comedy just because of its how it's done. Let's just say that.
Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Ooh,
The Flintstones.
Vicky, inadvertently, you exactly have picked how it's done because the Flintstones is done a certain way, but the Flintstones are not the number 1. Though the show that the Flintstones was based on, or can be considered the Flintstones was a cheap knockoff of, the Honeymooners came in at number 8.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
see, that was my question. How old do they go? Because
They go old then, apparently.
Okay, my favorite is always I Love Lucy. Then.
I Love Lucy at number 4, Danny. Good call.
Yeah, I can watch that any time of day. Yeah, I love her comedy.
They are. I got to agree with you, man. Anytime I've seen I Love Lucy, even recently, and it's been a couple of years, but I remember sitting there and watching, like, well, how's this going to handle? And it's like, oh crap, this thing is still funny.
It's so timeless. Like all of her humor and just all the situations they're in. And that used to be me and my mom's show when I was a kid. So
my mom and I was the Honeymooners.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so based on what you were giving as a clue, BJ.
Yeah, so the Flintstones was the clue because of the way it's done, because you wouldn't think of this being a sitcom, but...
The Jetsons.
Really?
Well, it's got to be The Simpsons.
Yes, of course.
The Jetsons.
Why would you pick the Jetsons over The Simpsons as being the number 1 sitcom?
I was thinking either South Park or The Simpsons could be like a good one for like...
Is South Park on the list anywhere, Steve?
It is. I just don't remember where.
Yeah, it's not in the top 20, but yeah, Simpsons came in at number 1.
22.
Mm-hmm.
And South Park at number 22?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Talk about, but 30 years running, still, people care enough about the show that Fox still puts it on TV. It is, I can't argue with The Simpsons being number 1.
Somebody texted in, I forgot all about this show, and we loved watching it. Rules of Engagement. I don't think this one's going to be in the top 100, but it's such an underrated sitcom. It had Patrick Warburton, David Spade, and Seattle gal, Bianca.
Bianca. How long was that on? Is it still on?
No,
that lasted a season?
No, at least 3, I'd say.
Dude, how do you call something underrated that got canceled? I mean...
Well, that's usually how that works.
That would be a perfect example of something
perfectly underrated. Yeah.
Underrated means it should have been considered better than it was, as opposed to low-rated, which is what... Oh, it had 7?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if it had 7 seasons...
they hit that magical 100 number there.
Yeah, well, if it had 7 seasons, then it was a good show. Then I can't say it was low-rated. I mean, obviously, it lasted 7 years. I thought for some reason Rev said it was a season. So, yeah, well, in that case, I could see underrated then. I mean, 7 seasons is a good amount of time for any show.
Super funny show. David Spade is great on that show.
Rules of Engagement. I'm going to have to check that out. I can't believe I've not really... I can't remember that show. And it was 7 years it was on. Wow.
It was like right around the same time as How I Met Your Mother. I felt like they were like kind of on around the same time, and my wife and I were enjoying both of those shows.
So we've got number 1. I think number 2 is way too high for me. I know people love this show.
Is it MASH?
No, MASH came in at number 6.
Only number 6? Wow.
Well, I think when you think of what's in the top 5...
Steve, you need to go back and watch MASH.
No,
you can
I don't.
right now on Hulu. It's actually a pretty...
I don't have Hulu, Rev.
You want to borrow my password?
Not for that.
Oh, crap.
But you know what's interesting, though? Like Vicky's talking about those serious moments on Friends. MASH started having some of those serious moments. But again, I still think it was 70% comedy.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Worst theme song ever. That's what made me not want to watch it.
Well, when you hear the lyrics, it's even worse because the name of the song is "Suicide is Painless," so it's even worse when you get lyrics put in with that. Number 2 was Cheers, which I don't.
Cheers was amazing.
Don't agree with it being number 2.
Really, that was a great ensemble show.
Yeah, I think that Seinfeld, to me, it should be ahead of that. And Seinfeld came in at number 3. I Love Lucy at number 4. Look, Cheers deserves to be in the top 10. Don't know if it deserves to be ahead of Seinfeld and I Love Lucy.
And Frasier came in at 13, which was a spinoff, right?
I mean, they did say part of what makes the show great is the influence it had.
Yeah, well, there is that. Yeah, then Cheers did have great influence.
Cheers completely ruined the name Norm for anybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Made everybody want to go drink to the point where your name is remembered at a bar.
Mm-hmm. And never to trust the postman because they're always full of BS.
Yep. Which is true.
Well, okay, you know what? Maybe it deserves where it is. Number 5, I think, should probably be. I just think for what it did for society, I think this should be number 1 or number 2. This should be in the top 3, and that's. And you guys won't remember it. I get it because you didn't live it, but I lived this.
All in the Family.
Yeah, All in the Family.
Yeah.
I mean, what they did for feminism and racism. I mean, in our country, it's hard for, I think, people of Vicky's age, Danny's age, Joey D's and Sarah's age to understand that this was a show that finally took a look at just how bad white people were. And also how bad men were. I mean, it really, really showed this, and it was brilliant at doing this because it started out people being able to finally speak up towards, racism and misogyny and sexism. It was, before that, you kind of it was a good old boys world, good old white boys world. And All in the Family really changed that.
One texter brings up a good one, Growing Pains, because they had someone named Boner on the show.
Nice. I hadn't thought about that yet, Boner.
Do you think if we did not have what happened with Bill Cosby, that the Cosby Show would be high up on that list?
Yeah. I would imagine so.
Is it even on the list? It's got to be on the list.
I mean, I know that you hate Bill Cosby, but
16.
Yeah.
Oh, 16. Oh, there it is right there.
I mean,
okay.
it's a great sitcom.
Yeah. And it deserves it. I mean, The Cosby Show had so many great performers on there. And yes, I know that Bill is Bill, but it was a groundbreaking show. Another groundbreaking show, female lead. Anybody want to take a hint? Again, pretty amazing.
Clarissa Explains It All.
Yes. Small wonder. You're right.
There we go. We found it.
Out of this world.
Steve, you always guess the spinoff to this. I think you guessed the spinoff to the spinoff or whatever.
The whole, Valerie.
Yeah, and and even though it wasn't Valerie, but she had a spinoff of this show, and it wasn't called Valerie. I think it was called Rhoda, if I'm not mistaken, was her spinoff.
I'm confused.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, so the character. What was the actor who played Valerie? I can't remember her name.
Valerie Bertinelli, wasn't it?
No, Valerie Harper. Yeah, Valerie Harper. Thank you. Yeah, she was. We got to know Valerie Harper because she was the friend of Mary Tyler Moore's show. She was Mary's friend.
Oh yeah, I would have never guessed the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Another huge show because again, you had a female lead before. I mean, really, I Love Lucy was the only one where really you had a female, at least a co-host female. But Mary Tyler Moore, that was her show. I mean, and it was a huge show.
A lot of people are saying, "What about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?"
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, that's a good question. It's not in the top 20.
It's got to be in the top 100 though.
47.
All right, top 50.
Yeah,
I would put it way higher than that. I would have thought that would be a top 10 sitcom.
It was kind of influential for both Steve and I's age group, so yeah, absolutely.
Well,
ours and Danny's.
Yeah, and
okay.
I was going to say, especially that before, because they always took on a serious aspect of it,
special episode.
But there was always really funny episodes as well. So
I love that there's a cartoon that made it that got better than Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You guys are going to get so mad. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, jeez.
34.
That's a sitcom?
I guess.
I mean, if the Flintstones or something is going to be that, then or Simpsons.
But the Flintstones, had a laugh track, so that made sense. I know the Simpsons don't, but that's iconic. SpongeBob, I guess. It's iconic too.
I've never watched an episode of SpongeBob. I got to be honest.
I'm kind of surprised with that.
Yeah,
college years and stuff.
Right.
I mean, it kind of falls off after the third season. So
does it?
Yeah, same. Watch the first few seasons.
Are you kidding me?
I was about to watch one the other day, and then my wife's she's just like, "You are not watching SpongeBob." I'm like, "Why not?" She's like, "That show just annoys me." I was like, "Interesting. I did not know that it was going to bother you that much." But apparently, she has issues with SpongeBob.
Save that one for later.
Hilarious. My father loves SpongeBob.
Huh.
He will watch it anytime.
Yet another reason why I should be hanging out with your dad, not my wife.
And he'll watch it in Spanish or English. You guys got to be homies, man.
You know what's an underrated sitcom that is probably not even on this list? Night Court.
Night Court.
Yes. Oh, dude.
Night Court was a fun show. I feel like it should be in the top 100.
And the only reason why I'm thinking about it is because they've decided that they're going to bring it back.
Oh, I don't know about that.
John Larroquette's coming back, and
Bull's dead though. Sadly,
Bull died.
Yeah, I think Bull died.
Ruined
and
my day.
You know what? We should double check.
Did Harry pass away too?
Oh, he did.
Yeah. Both Bull and Harry, or just Bull?
Oh, I think Harry and the Bull went.
Harry and the Bull. That's what they should call it.
Mole.
Yeah, Richard Mole was Bull.
No, it looks like he's still alive.
Okay, all right. No,
my bad.
Did Harry pass away?
Harry Anderson did pass. Looking at the article, it looks like the new one is going to be based around Abby Stone, which is the daughter of the late Harry Stone, who is following in her father's footsteps, and John Larroquette's character will be back.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see how this will work out.
She's going to be played by Melissa Roach from Big Bang Theory. Bernadette.
Oh, really? Oh, Bernadette from Big Bang Theory. Mm-hmm. All right. I was going to say maybe this isn't going to be that good, but then again, Melissa's very, very talented, so I'm going to give this a... You know what? I'm turning it around. I was going to say, who wants to watch this? But now I do.
I'm going to watch it, yeah.
Well, I'd like to apologize to the family of Richard Mole. I did not mean to speak out of turn. I just thought he passed away for some reason.
Yeah, Harry, and they don't look alike
maybe
either.
Maybe he'll come back then.
Yeah, maybe. Curb Your Enthusiasm's on the list. The Dick Van Dyke Show, which, of course, that's where Mary Tyler Moore pretty much got her start. That's on the list. Larry Sanders Show, which was a parody of The Tonight Show, basically.
Yeah.
I was always confused by that because it said The Larry Sanders Show starring Gary Shandling, and I didn't get that for the longest time, that he was playing a character it was just so confusing for me.
How about Bull? There's one text that says he's the voice of Patrick on SpongeBob.
No.
Richard Mole is Patrick?
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the texter says.
I'm basing it on this picture that does not look right.
Well, I mean, also, it's a cartoon. He's the voice.
I know what the cartoon voice is.
He doesn't look anything like Patrick. Well,
okay, Vicky, are you willing to bet money on this, Vic?
That it's not him?
Yeah. I almost want to bet money. I love betting.
I know it's not him. I saw a picture of him. And I know what the actor,
how much?
Actor
$20?
is.
$30? $20. Wow. All right, I'm not betting then.
There we go.
Yeah. See, that's how you do it. You got to sound like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm looking at his list, which is very long. He's still been doing stuff for the longest time, and there's no sign of SpongeBob.
And he's a voice actor. But yeah, no sign of death and no sign of SpongeBob.
And he's a voice actor. Oh, should I bet my $20? Anybody find out who's the voice of Patrick yet?
Bill... Well, I don't know how to say that.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah.
Faggerbackle.
Yeah, Faggerback.
Right. That guy.
Yep.
Oh, damn it. Well, it's a good thing I didn't bet $20.
I told you! I've looked up that last name. That is how he says it.
That is a crazy last name.
Well, listen, when you're in show business, you just need a name that catches attention. And he surely has it. Also, finally on the list in the top 20, I just want to throw this out there because it is a show I've watched a couple times. It is a funny show, but I don't know. I haven't really gotten into it. And that's BoJack Horseman, considered the 20th best sitcom ever.
Jeez.
It is a really good show, but it is such a downer. It's so messed up in a lot of scenes. Like, it's really funny, but it hits you really hard. It makes you kind of sad. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon, yeah.
About a horse.
It's a world where there's
like a human horse guy.
There's human people and then there's animal-like people. It's a weird,
this horse has like a jacket and can talk on the phone.
Yeah.
But then he has like a friend of his who is a human.
Yeah.
It's a very weird show. He's addicted to all kinds of drugs and he used to be famous and he's dealing with that.
I think I got to be addicted to some drugs to be able to enjoy this one.
Yeah, Will Arnett is the voice of BoJack, so that's the other thing too, yeah.
Like I said,
Amy Sedaris is in it, Aaron Paul.
Oh, such a good show, but it is it's hard sometimes.
It's Bull from Night Court a voice on this too?
Yeah.
I think he also did SpongeBob.
That's what it is. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
Who wrote the novel 1984?
John Grisham.
No.
Orville Redenbacher.
No.
Ooh.
The popcorn guy.
I know it. James Orville.
No.
You were close.
So close.
Yeah.
John Orville?
No. There's no Orville. Yeah, that would be George Orwell is who we were looking for, Steve.
Close.
So close.
You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 8:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I figure out who my creditors are?
People a lot of times have had a long time of not having good credit and having collections, and so they're concerned that you may be concerned that you won't be able to find all your creditors if you file bankruptcy. How will I know which collection agency has my credit card bill from 10 years ago now? And that's something that's hard to keep track of because credit collection agencies transfer your debts all over the place. But we will pull all your credit bureaus, and by getting all 3 of your credit bureaus, we'll be able to tell who has your credit and debt now, which collection agencies have had it in the past, and we'll make sure that we file all your creditors when we file your bankruptcy so that nothing slips through the cracks.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.